it do, Style Crew? It's your girl JayStyles, and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I have this Crochet Bolero. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get started. So this is the yarn we'll be using for this tutorial. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn in Latte Stripe, and I'll be using a K hook for this tutorial. Alright, so you're first gonna take your yarn and create a slip knot. Alright, and now we're going to chain 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, now that you have 19 chains, you're gonna wrap your yarn and count 5 spaces from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna insert your hook into the back bump, pull up, and double crochet. Then you're gonna chain 1, skip 1, insert your hook into the next back bump, pull up a loop, and double crochet. And you're going to do this all the way down. So for different sizes, you want to chain odd numbers to begin, because when you skip 5 stitches, you want to make sure that at the end you're working into that last chain. Chain 1, and I'll meet you when we are done. Alright, so now we're coming up on our last bump. Double crochet. Now we're going to chain 4, turn our work, and insert a double crochet in the tops of your stitches, chaining 1 in between until we get to the last one. And then this row, we will be increasing our stitches. So you will be increasing your stitches on your even rows and doing regular stitches at the end of your odd rows. Sorry for the light change, guys. So I got this new light and I was contemplating whether I wanted to use it or not, and I think I will use it. Now we are at our last stitch right here. So I like to count up 1, 2, 3 and place my stitches in here because this is our 4th one. So we've chained 1, we're gonna wrap our yarn, insert our hook into the 3rd chain, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet again in that same stitch. Now we're going to chain 4 again, turn our work, and this is a regular row, so we're going to wrap our yarn and double crochet, and we're going to double crochet until we get to our last stitch. Now we're going to count up again, 1, 2, 3, insert our hook, pull up, double crochet, chain 4, turn our work, double crochet all the way down, and when you get to the last stitch in this row, you are going to place 2 double crochets in that 3rd chain. You'll be working up to row 13 for a size small, row 15 for a size medium, row 17 for a size large, and row 19 for a size extra large. So we're coming up on the end, finding our 3rd chain, and placing a double crochet, chaining 1, double crochet. So I'll meet you guys back when I have my 15 rows following row 2 and row 3, and repeat until we get to row 15. You should end on a row with no increasing because that is an odd row. So here we are coming up on the end of row 15. My next row is going to be different. This is where I'm going to chain and connect to begin my sleeve. So I'm going to chain 4, and we're going to work all the way down. When we get to our last stitch, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. All right, so we're coming up on the end of row 16 for me. The next row up for whatever size you're making. Chain 1, and you're going to place 2 double crochet again in this last stitch. Chain 1. So this is what you have at the end of whatever row you are working with. I am on my row 16, and this is what I have here. So now I am going to chain 11. And I'm going to chain 11 for my arm width because that's what feels comfortable to me. You can chain whatever number you like, but this will connect these pieces here, and I want it to be definitely a little bit bigger than this. So I'm going to chain 11 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I would recommend adding 2 or subtracting 2 for each side. So for a size small, chain 9, for a size medium, chain 11, for a size large, chain 13, and for a size extra large, chain 15. So now after we've chained 11, I am going to fold my project like this, and I'm going to insert my hook into the 3rd chain. Then I'm going to grab my loop, pull it through, pull my working yarn, chain up 4. So after I've chained 4, this is the stitch that we're skipping. So we are going to, so now we're going to double crochet in this next stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the back bump of this, chain 1, then we're going to double crochet in the back, chain 1, double crochet in the back, chain 1, and we know that we've done it right when we have 1 more left and we are inserting our hook into this stitch. So I've chained 1, I'm skipping my last one, inserting my hook, and double crocheting. So now we are going to double crochet all around, and we are making our sleeve. So I wanted to make this fit comfortably around my arm. Again, that's what I said. So I am making it a little bit bigger, but you can chain odd numbers and get the size that you would like for your arm. Keep crocheting all the way around. And look, I've talked to all the way around, so I'm just going to keep it going. All right, double crocheting. I'm going to show you guys how we end a row. Double crocheting into this stitch, chaining 1, and double crocheting into our last stitch, chaining 1, finding the 3rd stitch, inserting my hook, pulling up a loop, and slip stitching, chaining 4, turning my work, and double crocheting. So I worked this pattern with no increases or decreases to the 23rd row. All right, so now I'm coming up on the end of my 23rd row. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to chain 4, turn my work, and now I'm going to decrease. So the way I decrease is I skip the first stitch, go into the second one, and then I skip the stitch at the end, and that's just the way I decrease with mesh. I don't like to do regular decreases over mesh because you can see the hole, you can see the decrease. I mean, you can see the hole here too sometimes, but I prefer this way. So we're just going to keep going all the way around, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when we get to the end of our decrease row. And here we are coming up on the end of our decrease row. So we've chained 1. We're going to place our lash mesh, chain 1. This is the last stitch. We're going to skip it, find our 3rd, insert our hook, pull up, chain 4, turn your work, and this is a regular row. So after this row, I will decrease again. Then I'll come back and show you how many rows I've decreased. All right, so here we are coming up on the end of our regular row. So we're going to insert our hook into the last stitch, double crochet, chain 1, we'll slip stitch, chain 4, turn our work, and I am decreasing again, so skipping the first one. And I'm going to be repeating this and show you guys how many I've done when I come back. So here we have our completed sleeve, and I have 4 decreases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have a total of 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from our 23rd row to our 31st row, that's how many rows I did in total for our beautiful sleeve. So yes, you know, you do see the hole, but it's under our arm, so that's why I don't mind it so much. But if you guys know a different way to decrease, please let me know. I am still learning. So we're gonna chain 1, turn our work, see the mark where my yarn, how I hold my yarn, and now we're going to insert our hook and just create a single crochet border around for a nice edging. So single crochet into the space, into the actual stitch, into the space, into the actual stitch till we get all the way around, and then we're going to close it off. We're going to close it off with a slip stitch. I'm not sure if I need to show you guys that, but I'm probably going to come back and begin the other side. So I'm just going to close this off, fasten off, and then begin the other side, which will be the same concept, but the very first row is a little bit different. And then after that, it will be the same repeat of our sleeve until we are done. All right, so here we are with 1/2 of our sleeve all completed. So what we're going to do is take our yarn, and where our tail is, we're going to connect them. So now we're going to eliminate our tail with a knot. So now you want to pull on these knots and make sure they are very tight, very secure. We're actually trying to make them as small as possible. And then we're going to pull them together. This is a tougher yarn, so that's why I can pull it like that. But if you pull too tight on other yarns, it might snap. So yeah. And then we're going to cut our edges. So here we are with our work. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, and now I'm going to chain 4. So now that I've chained 4, we're gonna wrap our yarn and we're going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet all the way to the end. So technically this is row 2 if we're counting. So we're gonna repeat literally the same thing that we did for the other side. It's gonna look exactly the same because we've attached this way, so you're gonna be mirroring exactly what you've done. Nothing is gonna be different. And chain 1, insert your hook, double crochet, chain 1, and you see how we have an increase here. So we're gonna find our 3rd chain, insert, pull up, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 4, turn our work, and now this is gonna be our regular row, so technically row 3, and we're gonna do this till we get to row 16. At the end of row 16, we're gonna chain 11, repeat, do 23 rows for your arm, then your 4 rows of decrease in between your regular rows, and you finish it out. So I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looks like when we are all done. All right guys, so there we have it. These are our sleeves. This is one sleeve and this is another sleeve. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I literally love these colors and I cannot wait to wear them. And I hope you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. And I will catch you guys in my next one.